wide up to about 10th or 12th back there. I've seen him just go every which way.
On the brake.
Oh, there they go. Somebody hit on in the wall.
Again, a big crash going down to the corner. 5, 6. A hard one on the restart going into turn number 1. Tears up. It looks like at least 10 cars can replay at that start. Here's the 23, the 33, and down to the inside went Stanton Barrett trying to find a hole, and he drives those two up into the wall. Oh, a hard lick on Chad Little, and equally hard on Bobby Labonte as Stanton Barrett tried to make his own way on the bottom of the racetrack. And now watch this wild game of jeopardy going into turn number 1.
Man, I can't describe him like it.
Man, he is making a move towards the front.
Oh, Marcus!
Oh, easy.
No!
No.
On his roof, Chuck Bound.
Chuck Bound was up on his roof there for a second.
And comes sliding down the speedway. There are Michael Waltrip up in the wall on the outside. John Andretti is in it up
There,
front,
he
top of the
just
screen.
barely touches him right there. Gets Dave out of shape. From then on, everybody behind them knows they're in trouble.
Now watch the pack coming up. Look at the green car, Brett Bodine. Does he just get into Marcus? No, I don't think so.
No, he missed him, but now Marcus got into Bodine.
Now watch the 12th. Watch the black car at the bottom of your screen coming up here. Gets into Harry Gant. Moves over on Todd Bodine. Watch the right side of your screen. There's Bodine. And he just becomes a launch ramp for Chuck Bound. What a wild ride, and Bound climbs out unscathed.
Inside only, halfback 22.
Whoa! Stay loose.
Stay higher, stay higher.
Save it! Save it! Oh, no! Oh! Big hit for Ryan Sieg. Brett Moffitt, Josh Berry involved.
The last time by, you see his teammates pushing. We've got a crash.
Ooh, hard. Mark Martin hard in the wall. Robbie Gordon involved. Yaley involved. Oh, man. Help me, but look how fast Mark is going. All of a sudden, something happens with Yaley, and he decides he's going to go down a pit lane. You can't do that. You can't just decide I'm going to come down a pit lane when you got guys running behind you 170 miles per hour.
These three cars, they have all tested one another back and forth. We've got trouble in the first turn. A bad accident. Gene Glover's number 71 car flipping end over end. The other car, Jarrett, car number 8. Jarrett unbuckling, now climbing out of his machine. No movement on Glover's car. And Jarrett is hurt. He falls to the ground, rolls over. Still no movement out of Glover's car. The fire crews are on the way, though there is no fire on either machine. Looking at it one more time, there is Glover. He is spinning, and Jarrett just hits him right square center in the back of the car. Now Glover goes upside down once, continues rolling upside down a second time. Jarrett's car is just slowly sliding along the racetrack. A pirouette out of Glover's car, a third time upside down. It's going over again and again. The fifth time upside down. And finally rolls to a stop right side up. Both drivers badly shaken up.
Like I'll push in there.
Brandon Jones in the outside lane moving to the front, and he pops the wall. Gregson around. Oh, my goodness, what a hit for Tommy Joe Martin.
Total carnage. Saw Noah Gregson get loose underneath those cars. The rest was history. Man, I don't know. You think that's a lot of damage on there. You see these two cars right here. Man, that was a shot right there. I think it knocked his hands off the wheel. He hit so hard right there.
Jeff Gordon at it. We got a wreck in turn 2. Oh, and a terrible wreck. One car is absolutely disintegrated as Johnny Benson clobbered a car coming down off, and Ricky Craven has been caught up in it. but another car was absolutely destroyed. It may have been that number 41.
Oh, it's Craven.
And Craven didn't take it full. He took it on the side of the car and then slid up the track.
Ken, as bad as that was, it could have been much worse.
Much
That
worse.
tank done its job. It did not catch on fire, thank goodness.
Much worse.
Trouble. Travis Pastrana with a big crash.
Wow.
That one hurt, boys.
Travis running a lap down in 21st place at the time of the accident.
You can see right there, just got loose coming off turn 2. Boy, did he hit that wall.
You can see there is a safer barrier there.
Contracts 100. First caution of the night. Bill Venturini, a wild action up between turns 1 and 2.
Yeah, car number 38, Rick Fennis, got sideways, getting into the corner, just gathered up about 3 or 4 more cars.
The 89 of Jason Few involved in that car. The 71 was involved there. And we've got a couple of onboard looks as well as we see Donnie Morlock and Few in the back end of the 71. The 71 is Kevin Gardner out of Inman, South Carolina. Few went high to try to get by him, just drilled the 71 there.
And then he gets hit again, right?
Yeah.
Number 48 hits him down on the bottom.
20 wide just behind him coming out of 4.
Oh, it can't.
Taylor Balsam was completely sideways and spinning through the grass. And back out onto the racetrack in front of a few trucks.
Oh, Skinner gets clobbered. Skinner gets hit hard down into turn 1.
On his side is Mike Skinner, back on the wheels now. He got hit very hard.
He was.
I'm okay.
I believe it is. Truck. I believe it is.
Take another look. There, Skinner was in the grass. Now you see the caution light come on.
See the roof flap goes up, and then TJ Bell. Oh, wow!
He had no idea. TJ Bell had no idea that 5 was coming up the racetrack.
No, he couldn't. He couldn't. Even if he had it, there wasn't anywhere he could have went.
Nothing he could have done. Oh, and he gets bumped from behind by the 78. Around goes the 3 on the restart. The 24 of Chase Elliott also around. Hard contact by Austin Dillon. Also caught up. The 44 of Brian Scott.
That's real nice.
You see right there, the 78 gets underneath the back of the 3, trying to push him. You see the 11, it pushed the 48 hard enough to knock the 48 out of his line as well. Not much damage is on the 18.
And again, the 3 of Austin Dillon. A chase.
Suarez. Briscoe got into the back of Suarez, and he gets pounded.
Dang it.
Oh,
Busher's upside down. I think he hooked a drain. Get rolled underneath the car, and that's what flipped the car. The upper A-frame was broke. The whole right front suspension dug in.
That was Todd Gilliland tried to go high and just didn't have enough room.
See, that right front wheel dug underneath the car, and that's what dug in and caused it to start flipping. Violent crash.
On the outside, and right behind them, looks like that 38 just got on the apron, got loose. You can see him corrected it right up into Eric Darnell.
He didn't have a great angle. He kind of came down. Tony Stewart gave Jason Leffler a little bit of a break and let him in right there. But then his car bottomed out, as you said, Andy, and shot him up the racetrack.
Woed down, and he started getting sideways and started getting into each other. You see right here, Casey Kane does, look at this, does a great job to miss all this.
Remember how John West Townley got by the last incident? He didn't make it through this one.
Look at Allgaier. He got slowed down just enough to get through here.
Couple on the front straightaway. Cars into the wall. Ty Dillon's turned around and hits hard.
Right behind you. Going to be a lot of debris.
There were 4 wide coming through the tri-oval, well, trying to come through the tri-oval. Obviously not that wide.
Here we are. Here's your 4 wide.
And just getting squeezed there. You could see just kind of ran out of racing room. I'm not going to put all that on Ty. He forced the issue for sure to make it happen, but he got squeezed from the outside of the 14 car. You could see there.
Has already had his issue and has come off the wall, but had been scrubbing the wall for a while yet, and then Sauter and Dollar came up.
When you saw John Hunter was behind them, he still had a great deal of speed too. So the caution must not have been out yet, and the drivers didn't know that Hutchins was just going to be setting in the road. Oh, you could see Sauter wouldn't be able to see through the 51 truck of Dollar. And look, the speed that John Hunter has coming in there.
I guess Johnny's spotter, the veteran Tab Boyd, had radioed that he just did not see the 14.
Johnny Sauter got a little bump in the back from who got a trouble.
Around goes the 30 of Hornaday. Hornaday into the outside wall. Mason Mingus also involved in this.
As well as the 82.
Jake Crum.
Hornaday on the outside of the 30 truck. It's going by the 31 to Ben Kennedy. Drives down to the corner. It looks like just tried to go to the bottom and just didn't quite have the 31 cleared of Ben Kennedy. These guys came along with nowhere to go. Had no idea there was a truck going to slide up in front of them.
Lap 152 of the 400-lap contest, Donnie Allison hit the wall in turn 4, and before he could get his car off the track, he was hit by a hard-charging Dick Brooks. Here's another look at the crash.
We talked about that green car earlier, that 18 car.
Trouble again, guys. Got into 24. Yo! Man, Jeff Gordon took a lick.
Yes, he
Jeff
did.
Burton took a lick. And they're still wrecking Allmendinger, Robbie Gordon.
Boy, I don't feel good about Jeff Gordon at all. That was a hard nose-in lick right there.
Comes across right in front of Allmendinger. Oh, that's a hard hit.
Oh, it is.
Even though it's the safer barrier.
Oh,
that's
it
a
is.
hard hit.
That really scared me there for a moment. I'm glad he's okay. Got out fine.
And you know, just watching Tony Raines get loose there, we talked about that in our keys to the race. Easy on the restarts, down on low air pressure.
Oh, trouble, run straight away. 3 wide and 2 cars pile hard into the wall.
That's a terrible wreck. Mark Martin got into I think it was maybe the 43 of Almirola. They came together, and that really created this huge crash.
They were 3 wide at the start-finish line, Darrell, and none of those 3 drivers would give. That's Jeff Gordon, along with Eric Almirola and Mark Martin in a hard crash. Bobby Labonte also has damage.
And here you go. Here's a great shot right here. Let's see what Mark's in the middle. You got Jeff Gordon up on the outside, Mark in the middle. And right there where Almirola needs to come back to come up off of the tri-oval right there, he gets into Mark Martin.
Darrell, it narrows down so much in those dog legs.
It does. I mean, you got to get some room there, buddy.
Well, right at that point is the second dog leg where the track turns. If that had been a straightaway, no problem. Everybody gets sorted.
Depending where the flat tire comes from. And there you see, he's just having issues and they slowing down.
Yeah, he knew he had a problem, and he was just trying to slow down. And after Brandon Jones's
you see the sparks right there.
Yeah, tires down.
Oh gosh, just nowhere to go for all these guys. All these guys here in the back did a good job getting